Hello everyone. I am Mark Aldrin Vigatula from BISAT 3-1. And for today's session, I'm gonna talk about incomprehensible flow as well as mass conservation and Bernoulli's principle. So by this end of this video, you will understand kung ano yung concept nila and how to apply them in real-world scenario. So let's get started. So for today's session and my objectives is to discuss the following: incomprehensible flow, law of conservation of mass, and Bernoulli's principle, as well as some problems. So moving on to the first one, what is incomprehensible flow? So for us to have a better understanding, kailangan nating malaman kung ano rin ba yung comprehensible flow para mas intindihan natin kung ano yung pinagkaiba nila, paano madi-distinguish, paano yung concept nila. So let's go. Comprehensible flow. So it is stated here na comprehensible flow typically occurs at high velocity or in gases. Pag sinabing high velocity, yung velocity mo is greater than 100 ms. In such flows, the Mach number is usually greater than 0.3. And yung Mach number mo raw is greater than 0.3, which is supersonic na. And comprehensibility effects like shock waves and expansion fans became important. So, ano nga ba yung incomprehensible flow natin? So, incomprehensible flow natin assumes that fluid density remain constant through the flow. This assumption is valid for most liquid flows and gases moving at low velocity. So, yung mga fluids daw natin na nagta-travel sa low velocity, which is velocity mo is less than 100 ms, is constant yung density. So for example, we have 0.1 here and 0.2 here. So if nag-travel yung fluid mo there, the density will remain constant. So kung ano yung dumaan sa 0.1 natin, for let's say 1 kilogram ng density mo is yun lang din yung magta-travel sa 0.2 mo. So it will remain constant nga. With Mach number less than 0.3. So Mach number less than 0.3, which is kabaliktaran ng isa, which is dito less than. Where changes in pressure do not significantly affect density. Yun na rin yun, yung sa density sinabi natin. Kung ano yung dumaan sa 0.1 is yun din yung dadaan sa 0.2 na density. Moving on, law of conservation of mass. Ano nga ba yung law of conservation of mass or mas kilala bilang continuity equation? In 1789, Antoinette Lavoisier discovered the law of conservation of mass. Ano yung na-discover niya na yan? It is the law that stated that mass cannot be created nor destroyed. Ano yung ibig sabihin niya na doon? So, mass cannot be created nor destroyed, but can form one form into another. Ano ibig sabihin nun? So, let's move to example para mas maintindihan natin kung ano yung ibig niyang sabihin doon. So, for example, yung mass mo na 1 kilogram of the burning wood is mag-equivalent siya into ashes in 1 kilogram. And nasatisfy natin yung sinabi ni Antoinette Lavasua doon na mass cannot be created nor destroyed but can form one form into another. So, kung yung one form mo is from wood, naging ashes siya after ng process na yon. And same lang sila ng bigat or 1 kilogram. And after that, nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng working equation, which is the mass flow rate and volume flow rate. So, ano nga ba yung formula nila? It is stated here. Ng formula ng mass flow rate natin is mass flow rate is equivalent to rho times velocity times cross-sectional area. Meanwhile, volume flow rate naman is velocity at point 1 times cross-sectional area at point 1 is equivalent sa velocity at point 2 times cross-sectional at point 2. So, ano nga ba yun? So, we have example here na kung ano yung dumaan sa point 1 natin is equivalent sa point 2. So, for example, yung cross-sectional mo is lumiit, so the velocity will increase and vice versa. And with that, nasasatisfy natin yung law of conservation of mass. Kasi kung ano yung meron sa point 1, yun din yung lumalabas sa point 2. Moving to the next one, Bernoulli's equation. In 1738, Daniel Bernoulli stated that the speed of sound of a moving fluid increases. The pressure within the fluid decreases. Ano ibig sabihin niya? So basically, ang sinasabi niya lang dito is we have inversely proportional relationship between the speed or velocity sa pressure. So kapag yung isa tumaas, yung isa bababa. Kapag naman tumaas yung isa bababa. Later on, it was Leonhard Euler who derived Bernoulli's equation in its usual form. So, ito yung sinasabi na yung sa Euler equation, dun natin na-derive yung Bernoulli's equation natin ngayon, which is the Euler equation na formula is change in pressure equal sa negative rho times velocity times change in velocity, na yung sa Bernoulli's equation natin na formula ngayon is pressure at point 1 plus rho over 2 times velocity at point 1 squared is equivalent lang siya sa pressure at point 2 plus rho over 2 times velocity at point 2 squared. So, moving on to the sample problems, ngayon natin mas ma-appreciate yung mga formula na nakuha natin kanina. So, calculate the pressure in the hose whose absolute pressure is 1.01 times 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter squared or Pascal if the speed of the water in the hose from 1.96 meter per second to 25.5 meter per second. Assume that the flow is frictionless and density 100 or 1,000 rather kilogram per cubic meter. So, paano ba natin siya solve? So, first, let's get the given. So, meron tayo ngayong pressure at point 2, which is 1.01 times 10 Newton per meter squared. And times 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter squared, or Pascal rather. And then density 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Bakit isa lang yung density natin? Kasi first is analyze muna natin yung problem, which is we have 1.96 to 25.5 meter per seconds. Ang sinabi natin kanina na to consider incompressible siya if velocity mo is less than 100. So, with that, we can assume na yung density natin is constant. So, from point 1 to point 2 is constant yung density natin na 1,000 kg. So, we can note nga na yung density natin is equivalent lang sa 1,000 kg per cubic meter. And moving on, meron tayong velocity at point 1 na 1.96 meter per second, and velocity at point 2 na 25.5 meter per second. And ang required natin is, or yung hinahanap natin is the pressure at point 1. So, paano nga ba natin siya isolve? So, with the Bernoulli's equation na P1 plus rho times 2 times velocity at point 1 squared is equivalent lang siya sa point 2 plus rho over 2 times velocity at point 2 squared. So, i-arrange muna natin siya in we're gonna arrange it in algebraic na matitira na lang yung point 1, yung pressure at point 1, kasi yun yung hinahanap natin. So, pressure at point 1 will be equivalent to the pressure at point 2 plus rho times 2 times velocity at point 2 squared minus velocity at point 1 squared. So, with this equation, pwede natin i-factor out muna yung rho over 2 kasi meron siya dito sa both side. So, magkakaroon ngayon tayo ng working equation na pressure at point 1 will be equivalent at pressure at point 2 plus rho over 2 times velocity at point 2 squared minus velocity at point 1 squared. So, i-fill in lang natin or ipa-plug in lang natin yung mga values natin from this one, yung mga given natin. And magkakaroon ngayon tayo ng sagot na 4204.2 Newton per meter squared, or pwede rin siyang consider na Pascal. And yun lang, nakuha na natin ngayon yung pressure at point 1. So moving on to the problem number 2. Compute the volumetric flow rate at fluid passing through a tube with a cross-sectional area of a 0.5 squared meter and having a velocity of 10 meter per second. So, ano yung mga given? So, we identify yung given natin na density. So, ano nga ba yung density natin if water? So, meron tayong density nun na 1,000 kg per cubic meter. And ano nga ba siya? Which is, makukonsider din natin tong problem na to na incomprehensible flow dahil yung velocity natin is less than 100. So, meron ngayon tayong cross-sectional area na 0.5 squared meter and velocity na 10 meter per seconds. And yung nire-require natin, which is yung mass flow rate. So, for the solution is very simple. You're gonna plug in the given values and then you will get the answer. So, paano yan? So, we have here the equation of mass flow rate equivalent or equal to rho times velocity times cross-sectional area. And for mass flow rate, you're gonna plug in lang. So, we're gonna have 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter times 10 meter per second times 0.5 squared meter. And magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng sagot na 5,000 kilogram per seconds. And that's the unit of the mass flow rate. So, if we're gonna cancel yung mga meters, is matitira na lang sa atin is kilogram per seconds. So, to sum up, ito yung mga key points natin here. We have comprehensible flow. Yung paano siya madidistinguish is yung Mach number niya is greater than 0.3 and velocity mo is greater than 100 ms. Paano naman pag incompressible flow? As I have said earlier, pag incompressible flow, yung Mach number mo is less than 0.3 and velocity mo is less than 100 ms. And incompressible flow assumes that constant fluid density, simplifying analysis for most liquid and low velocity gases. So, as I have said also earlier, yung density mo pagka incompressible flow is constant. So, imagine na meron kang 2 points here. So, kung ano yung dumaan na density mo at point 1 is yun din yung dadaan mo sa point 2. So, next one. The law of conservation of mass emphasized that mass remain constant, exemplified by the continuity equation, which is help us to understand how changes in cross-sectional area affect fluid velocity. And lastly, we have Bernoulli's principle demonstrate the inversely relationship between fluid velocity and pressure. As I've said also earlier na pag yung isa tumaas, yung isa bababa. So, for example, here is yung pressure mo is tumaas, yung velocity mo is bababa. Pag yung velocity mo tumaas, yung pressure mo naman ay bababa. Providing a foundation for numerous real-world applications such as aerodynamics and fluid system. And yun nga, nalaman natin na it is one of the foundation for aerodynamics and fluid system. And that's it, guys. I hope na intindihan niyo yung concept na ipaliwanag ko sa inyo yung concept na kailangan nyo and kung paano siya nagagamit in real life scenario. So, thank you guys.